Is it still loud? Or is it better? Still kind of loud, right?
Yeah, but better. It's okay. It's like white noise.
Is it?
Yeah, whatever. I'm getting used to it.
What about the viewers? What about the millions of people we have tuning in each week? How are
You
they
know,
going to
they
feel about it?
they'll take you how you are, bro. You know?
My my therapist is always cool with it. Every time I'm talking with my therapist, it's like right in this area, dude, and it's always on. She's like, "Oh, I don't mind. I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid."
Yeah, it's not bad. It's all right. What's up, bro? How was Christmas?
Christmas was fun. I was in Chicago. I was with the fam, got some gifts,
I thought
and
you were in Florida.
I went to Florida after Christmas,
Huh.
the day after.
That was the move, huh?
Yeah.
My family went too. Left me here
They
with
went to
my
Florida.
daughter.
Where did you go?
Um, San something Martino. I don't know. I don't remember. Somewhere, I
Nice.
think east towards, but I don't know.
They needed a vacation from Chicago or from Valencia. Which one
Both,
was it?
both. Everyone needs a break from me, bro. Bro, it's just
That's a
like
that's a
all
dope
these
hat. I
carnivore
was what?
messages.
Oh my God! I was watching Jerry Springer documentary on Netflix yesterday.
Were
I was
you?
like, yeah, I was like kind of watching. I was like kind of
Is it
trying to fall
good?
asleep on it. It was somewhat decent. I don't know. I was like super like I don't know. Sometimes I'll just like turn on TV late in the night and
Can
I'll
you?
watch it.
Is there a way that you could get your face more in the middle or no? There we go. Perfect.
I
There
was
we go.
yeah. I just be like watching TV late in the evening sometimes on my couch. Like try to help me fall asleep. Sometimes I just like fall asleep on my couch. So I was like kind of watching it, kind of not. But it was
Dude, I can't
decent. I
fall
saw some
asleep
fights.
without it.
Really?
Are you that way?
It's got I don't know. Yeah, somehow I've been like for just watching it like on the TV. Like my sleep's been kind of shitty lately. Right here, but when I came back to Chicago, it was like unreal in Florida. I was like sleeping till like 12 in the afternoon, like a homeless person, like going to bed at like 3 till like 12.
What, dude? Why would you think a homeless person would sleep till noon?
I don't know,
They got
but
nowhere
then
to sleep.
yeah, but somehow my sleep has been a little shitty since I came back, and then what else? Today I went to the dentist and I got like my gum line is like receding in like one part. And I heard Jordan Peterson talk about that. Like he's like, oh, I have like he's got like some sort of like
Gum disease?
yeah, some shit like that. And he just talked about like carnivore diet helped him. So I think I'm gonna do try carnivore. I mean, today's day one of carnivore for me. I just ate almost a pound of beef right before this thing. Got another pound cooked. I heard Joe Rogan talk about he eats 3 pounds of fucking meat each day, and I don't know if I eat this fucking pound of beef, another pound of beef, maybe some steak, some chicken. But dude, that's gonna be expensive. That's like fucking 10. That's $20 worth of food. It's not expensive,
What,
but
the
I don't know
beef?
how
You got
good.
steak or what? Just beef right now?
I just ate like point 0.9 something pounds of beef. I think it was like 100% lean beef. What do the percentages mean? Do you know on the beef and
Just
stuff?
how fatty it is.
So it was higher or lower better? It was not
There's like,
better.
um,
You
to
seem
be
like you'd be
honest,
an
I don't,
expert in
an
meats.
expert. I don't think, like the super fatty one, the liquid, when you cook it and there's like too much liquid
Yeah,
fat,
this one
it's
no is
not the
not it.
best. It's not the best. So
Yeah.
I go like in the
Oh,
middle.
so the liquids are the fats when you're
Mm,
cooking beef?
yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, be cooking it's like fucking fun. It's like cereal, you know? It's like what the fuck?
Yeah. Is that how it is for you?
Is that the cereal you eat now for carnivore? Fucking
Cereal?
beef beef
You gotta
stew.
add bacon. That'd
Nice.
be cereal. Bro,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
I'll see.
So
We'll
you're just
see.
gonna
Yeah.
try it? For how
Yeah,
long?
yeah. I don't know, man. Today's day one. We'll see how I feel. I mean, I did drink like I have these supplements. Like, those green supplements, like fucking like
Yeah,
a
fuck
green
those.
supplement. Why?
Um, are those
Yeah,
ASG or whatever? What is those called?
oh,
The
AG1, but no, this is a different company. But yeah, it's like same shit. It's like this complete daily nutrition. So I got my greens and stuff. So I did get greens from this, but it
I
gave
don't
you.
know. I
I
don't
got
want to get
vitamin
sued,
A,
so let's not mention it.
vitamin C. Why?
But
Tell it. Tell,
but
tell
tell me
us
the
your
ingredients.
magnesium, carbs
That,
3 grams, fiber 1 gram,
that's all fine.
protein, vitamin A, C, D, E, K,
So
thiamine.
we don't want vitamin A. We don't want vitamin D anymore.
Well, that's you. I don't know because
At
if
least
I
vitamin
pers-
A. You
I
don't
don't
want
know. I don't
vitamin
know.
A.
I don't know about
You can
full.
go with
I don't
vitamin
know
D if you want.
what's wrong with vitamin A.
It's liver toxic. I mean, obviously, there's also it's also like you can take too much, or you might be maybe even low, but who knows? But it's mostly most people are having too much. That's the word.
That's the word. Okay.
Yeah, and liver is hard to clean, you know.
I don't know, man. Is it?
But yeah, supposedly, you know.
What happened? Are we fucking? Are we
But
frozen?
no, you are you frozen?
You were frozen for a second, and now you're back. I can hear you, and now I can see you.
Good.
Are those blue light blocking glasses?
Yes, sir.
Are you like Brian Johnson? Are you trying to live as long as possible?
Bro, that's my enemy.
I watched this Netflix, dude. Honestly, it's like I gained some stuff from it. It's like,
Tell me about it.
well, he was very unhappy. He was rich, but he was like on the wanted to almost like kill himself, and then he just like started living a lifestyle that was all about his health. And he says he's the happiest he's ever been.
That's awesome. You know, I just rip on him for one reason, and I guess like once I became a certified nutrition coach and I was personally training or whatever, I I think the stance to take is like a doctor's, like do no harm. So for me, promoting doing a vegan diet and doing steroids doesn't make sense. But other than that, it's like vegans and
Is he
carnivores are
is he
both like
vegan?
want.
Is he
Yeah,
vegan?
yeah,
Are you sure?
yeah. That was my whole reason for ripping on him.
Okay. I guess he's vegan.
You
I
know,
didn't know that. I just, yeah, I didn't even know he's vegan. Let's see.
I
Brian
think he says plant-based now. The
Johnson
word is.
diet. Da, da, da. Dude, I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, vegan by choice. Not a part of gluten. Come from plant-based sources. Okay.
And he spends like 1 million a year on his health. So I'm like, so it's like I look at him more as like a marketing person, but like
That's what some
so I
people are
would want to
saying.
learn how he's good at marketing more than his nutrition or whatever he's doing.
Dude, I was watching the documentary, and at the end of it, he said his like aging was down to like 0.68 or point 0.6 something per year. So that means each year he's fucking like only aging like let's say 7 months, almost
That's pretty
6.
good.
It's wild, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He got like some like I don't know. He went to like some country or some shit, and he got like some sort of like I don't even know some shit done.
So
That
was
like
the
adds
gum
muscle mass. Dude, but he looks yoked for a fucking vegan, dude. Like right now,
was
like with
he?
his shirt off, he fucking like, dude, like defined as fuck, veins and shit. He didn't look like he was skinny. That's why I didn't even think he was like vegan. I'm like, this buddy looks fucking jacked.
Yeah. And also when you're lean like that, like you look jacked, more.
He's
Like
also got
if
like
you're gonna do carnivore for a bit and you don't eat enough fats, you're probably gonna run into that problem and you
oh,
start gonna
I'm a
get
hundred.
really lean.
Yeah, that's gonna be me. That's
How how much do you weigh right now?
dude, I was eating
Did,
all carbs before this. Yesterday I had like 4 packets of oatmeal, 2 pieces of bread.
Ezekiel bread, you said?
bread. I don't know. Dave's killer bread.
Dave's Killer Bread. Man, those days are over for you. You're on the
Uh,
carnivore side now. You gotta make
we'll
carnivore
see.
bread.
We'll see. Carnivore to me is just it's day one, meal one, bro. We don't even know how long this is gonna last. But it
Yeah,
might last longer than my other times, cause I feel like now I just bought the meat, so I got the food. I fucking hold on. I got steam coming from my dishwasher by my beef. Gotta protect the beef. Gotta protect this for the vegans out there. Check it out. We
that's what
out
you're
here.
missing out on.
Missing out on. Hmm.
You gonna cover that, or you gonna eat it right
Let's
now?
let's put it in the fridge.
All right. So was
I
the
put
the gum thing the only reason you
kinda. I
decided
mean,
to
not
try it?
really. Not really. I was like, fuck that. I'm not gonna do it. And then I saw, and then the gum thing happened today. And then I saw like your Instagram post about how you've been like doing carnivore for like 9 or 8 days, and you were saying you feel better, like great mental clarity and shit. And sleep wise, my sleep's been like shitty ever since I came back from Florida. So I'm like, dude, fuck it. And I always thought I would try the carnivore diet in January, and I did try to do it for a little bit, like last year. But I was doing like 75 hard. I started it, but then I quit 75 hard, and then I restarted it. But yeah, I was doing 75 hard. I was like, dude, this is too much. I just need fucking food right now. I don't got time to like fucking make only meat and work out twice a day and do this and go to college full time, you know?
Yeah, I could after week 1 or 2, it might take like your energy might dip for a little bit to adjust. So I don't know, but you'll be able to see the difference in like a few days. I think it's 7 days. If you do 7 days and then you try a meal or like eat some bread and oatmeal, I mean, don't recommend that. Maybe do rice or something, something better. But you're gonna see the difference probably right away, you know. Like
Yeah.
my fog comes back, my emotions are different. My energy is more scattered. So that's like my fear with like I have a little bit of rice and then like I can't stop thinking about this chocolate and the you know, but now it went away. Like I could literally have chocolate sitting in front of me and be like, I don't want it. I feel good.
Yeah.
So so it's like but I might, dip a little bit uh back after a bit or try rice or beans. Beans aren't going that didn't go that well actually for me. So I might try rice eventually or just on occasion where there's cake. Gotta eat some cake.
Yeah. So what do you eat? What's like your diet look like? What are you eating?
Um, Roasts,
Are
beef.
you eating
I've been
breakfast? Eat breakfast.
sometimes. Today and yesterday I haven't. I only ate like
Roast.
1, 2 p.m. today.
Yeah. Roast. Roast. What is that? What's roast? Roast.
It's like roasting for a long time at a lower temperature, you know?
Hmm.
So it's like those bigger pieces of meat. Sometimes they're on sale, so you could get like a bigger one, 3, 4 pound one.
So what's it called?
Um,
It's a piece of meat.
like a chuck roast or I think there's top round or tip. You can also make steaks out of those. I made. I've been doing so much beef past few years that sometimes it would make me like, what the fuck? Like, I need to change it up. So, what I gotten into is what's the word? Lamb. I've been making lamb or mixing lamb with beef. That's really good. You like lamb?
I do.
Some people don't like the smell, but I think it's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll see. But what are you gonna eat now? What do you got prepared? Just
So I
beef?
just I made more beef. So maybe I'm gonna have some more beef after podcasting, and then I got a therapy appointment going on. So after that, maybe some beef, and then I got some stuff I gotta do, study, and then you know Probably work Uber or something. I need money, gotta work. Although I hate driving Uber, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes for the
Yeah,
for a short amount of time. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
yeah. Until we make our millions, you know? Come on, guys.
until you make your millions, I mean, you're gonna have to work to
Patreon.
You're gonna have to work to make millions, and then once you make millions, you're probably gonna want to continue to work to keep that lifestyle, so you don't have to go back to being broke.
Yeah. So trying not to fall into a lifestyle where we'll become a slave to that, I guess.
Yeah, true, true, true. Yeah.
That
So
deferred me from trucking business. I was like, man, these guys look like they're miserable. You know?
no, I think yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Are you studying your real estate still?
I'm taking my exam tomorrow, so I'm gonna study
Yeah.
actually a little bit more. I got like some other practice tests that like I bought with like the company that's like that like you take the test from. So I'm gonna actually take that after my therapy session. Get that done. Maybe buy some sleep supplements or whatnot. I guess I have to work or work tomorrow in the morning and then take my test. I gotta take it like online at like 5:30 or something.
When is your exam thing or whatever?
What is it about?
When is your exam like to
T-
get?
tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm taking it
Well,
tomorrow.
well, you ready?
Yeah. And ready, yeah.
Awesome. You can retake it, right? Or no?
Yeah, I think so if you don't pass. But I plan on passing.
Nice. Did you learn a lot? Or is it just
Uh,
memorization of like stuff
yeah, more
that you can just
you
look up?
you you learn, but it's a lot of memorization if I can remember stuff. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. If I'm gonna, if it's useful towards selling real estate, I don't know. It's kind of like if you get licensed as a personal trainer, you can learn a lot of shit. But like, are you necessarily gonna use the stuff you learned? I don't know. Yeah,
Right.
bet it's like a requirement, and it's a barrier to entry.
Yeah.
Maybe it's good because otherwise there's already a lot of saturation. I think like a lot of real estate agents. If there was no licensing required, then the bar would be lowered as there'd be even more real estate agents, which would be good if you're a real estate agent.
But it seems like a lot of them fall off though, like me. Like,
I think so. I think a lot. Yeah, I think there's like a lot of like, certain amount of percentage quit after like the first year or 5 years or something like that. Yeah.
yeah. You sound really excited about it.
Oh, definitely am excited about it. It's something I'm happy about.
Yeah. What else have you been up to? Are you running? Are you starting plans
Yeah,
for that?
I've been doing this like functional bodybuilding program, by this Marcus Philly guy. I don't know if you know who that is. He was like in CrossFit and then he got like burnt out, or, like whatever. So I've been doing that and running, and then like I got back into jujitsu, but like barely. So I want to get back into it more, hopefully.
Nice.
But I've been like addicted to running, so it's difficult. It's like my new addiction. It's like my
Yeah.
new obsession and passion. Yeah, it seems like it.
What's the routine right now?
I just following this like bodybuilding, functional bodybuilding program. So I'm like lifting, but then like 2 times a week. It's like running, like training for like a half marathon type thing. The
Yeah.
program. So like once a week usually, or depending how often I'm working out, it's like you're running more so like intervals. Like I think that was like maybe more like speed training. Like you try to run like 900 meters kind of fast at your 5K pace, then you take like a minute and a half break, then do that again. And then do that like 4 times, and then like and then the other running part of the week would be like a longer run. So like 4 miles, 6 miles. Now like I think my next one would be like 8 miles or something like that.
That sounds
So
fun.
it is. It's pretty, yeah. I like
So
it
you're
and
not just
enjoy it.
doing like just like slow marathon or like,
No, yeah, it's like different. I never even like when I ran my marathon, I didn't train for it. When I ran my half marathon, I didn't train for it. So now I'm like actually like running more and like, so it's pretty dope. I like it. It's like a cool pursuit.
so how do you like look at it when you do your marathon? Do you like do sprints also like a little bit? Like you speed up a little bit at times or not?
Yeah, you just kind of like when you're running the marathon, I just like kind of went and then I
Yeah.
was just going and then like there's like people with you and then like so you're like, oh, I don't want to fucking get passed by this guy. So then you're running faster. You're like, oh, I want to catch up to these girls with in the booty shorts. So then you start running faster. But then like, yeah, dude, I actually was looking at my like marathon time or whatever. I was like running and I didn't train. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get under 4 hours. And then I got like 4 hours and 23 minutes. But here's like I have like the thing, the average pace is gonna be off because I didn't turn it off after the marathon. But yeah, let me when I get to these okay. So first mile was like 9:39. Second, 8:22. Third, 8:01. Fourth, 7:46. Five. And it was like going, and it was like I even ran my like fastest mile. Like 8 miles in, it was like 7:18. That was like my fastest mile. And then I was just running, and then I hit a wall around like mile 14. It was like 9 minutes, so not really a wall. 5 minutes, six, and then 18. It was like 10:29, 19, 10:20, 21, 22, 11 minutes, 23, 12 minutes, 24, 14 minutes. So towards the end, I was like walking and like running. I hit a wall. I was cramping, so I couldn't even fucking go anymore. So this time I've been like obsessed with like running documentaries, been watching more running. And I mean I probably very, very possible that I just cramped because I didn't train. So my legs are just not used to that amount of distance. But I think I'm gonna take like these like element has like these electrolyte thingies, but like they have sodium in it, which is like what, like salt? And like basically like 1,000 milligrams, I think, or 1,000 grams, probably like milligrams. So I'm gonna take like two of those, maybe. I don't know if that's too much. I gotta see it, get some guidance on it. I don't want to be like take too much sodium because then you're gonna be dehydrated, or like your body's gonna want a shit ton of water or something. I don't know. So I might just take
Yeah, it
two of
depends.
those. Oh, okay. So yeah, yeah. So look, I have liquid IV right here.
Hmm.
It says sodium 560 milligrams. One of these. So let's say if I take those two 1,000 sodium packets and like mix it in before my marathon, and then
Yeah.
while running my marathon, I still drank electrolytes and like waters and whatnot, and like even bought some gels to like take every hour that I didn't do like last time. Maybe I wouldn't crap. So training, not cramping, and I would want to run a 50K instead of just like a regular marathon, which is like what, like 5 extra miles,
Five.
I think.
It's five extra.
Yeah. I think it's like 31, yeah, miles. So if I did
Wow.
all that, it'd be interesting to see what happens, how fast I can, I don't know. Under 4 or 5 hours, 5 hours, I think would be impressive. But I don't know if that's realistic or what would actually happen.
Wow. That's challenging.
Yeah, definitely. Do
What'd you pick up
do
from watching those
um
documentaries or?
I don't know. I just like got obsessed with running, so I was into that. I was like into it, and like it was cool. It seems like the running community is cool. Like a lot of cool people. Like a lot of these people that set records literally are helping these other people that are trying to break their record the next year. So it's like a very like cool community. Like not like oh my god, not like a
Where did you
scarcity
run that one?
mindset. My marathon,
Yeah. Where'd you run it? Where was it?
Clearwater, Clearwater, Florida.
Nice.
Got the shirt right here, but
Nice. Was it hot that day or?
not. I don't know. It's like Florida, dude. In the morning, it's like not even hot. You're like, it's fine. It's like 58 or 60 maybe, and then you start going, and it starts warming up, and then towards that, maybe it's like 70 or 80. I don't even know how hot it is. It's not like hot because it's like in January, but it's like you're running a marathon, so it's hot. I'm sure like
Right.
you get hot. You're probably hot during the Chicago Marathon, even in October, because you're just running that much.
So are you doing the next one also in Florida or around
Maybe.
here?
I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna. We'll see what happens.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited to see how carnivore impacts you next few days.
Yeah, me too. Me too. You're gonna be my carnivore coach.
Bro, I feel like I've been annoying people so much with it. Like I'm even sending it to like my uncle and my aunt. I'm like, "Are
Yeah,
you ready for carnivore month?" But
yeah. I think it kind of like inspired me. Definitely made me push. Like seeing your post today, I was like, "Fuck it, let's try it out." I was like not planning on doing it because I was so happy just eating carbs, dude. I was feeling great.
yeah.
If this gum thing didn't happen, I don't even know what I want. Like I was like, dude, I love just waking up, fucking oatmeal after my workout, some oatmeal, maybe some Nutella on my bread, maybe some chips, maybe
Yeah.
some ice cream, maybe some Chick-fil-A.
Maybe
You know what I'm
there's you
saying?
got some space in there for that, you know? You're just gonna see
We'll
where you're at.
see. We'll see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
But the clarity is addicting a bit. So it's like getting drunk now to me a little bit, you know, a little
Yeah.
bit. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like I'm gonna be intoxicated and slow and I'm not gonna be focused. And it's like, well, over the holidays I did it. Like I ate stuff with my daughter, watched Home Alone and it was great. But after that I was like, all right, we're getting back on routine because
Um.
I can't keep up with my goals or whatever if I'm doing that, and I'm gonna beat myself up, and now I'm just like ninth day. I'm trying to get others into it because otherwise, like I'm gonna be what by myself. Just like I need to find other people that are
Bro, like
want to do stuff.
community. That's what I'm talking about. Like community, like running community is cool. Like jujitsu community. Even that Brian Johnson guy's all alone, and then now he's got like some sort of community where he's meeting other people. So like that's very important. So I
Yeah,
agree, man. Community is important.
yeah, yeah. That's what we need. That's the real wealth. When you have a community, you don't have to rely on people or be dependent in that way.
Right.
Yesterday,
Go on.
yesterday I was I don't know if I shared that podcast. There's this Nephilim Squad podcast. They do
I
like
think you shared it with me. I even get notifications sometimes in my email about that. I don't
yeah.
really watch it, but I was watching. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish your thing before, and then I'll
Uh,
get back to it.
anyway, I was just like I was happy for him. Like they haven't been on for too long. I think a year or two, and like his house got doxxed. You know what that means? For,
Like the FBI gets called, or
yeah.
SWAT team gets called.
Yeah, like he made some jokes about like some people and like people doxed his house. They got upset with him. Then they called the school. Then they went to check if he's abusing his children. Like it went so far. He's like, it's like fuck it. I'm taking him like to homeschooling and like I don't need to do this anymore. The podcast is running well. It's supporting me. So it's like when you have that community, that freedom to like okay, you can do the fuck you thing and step off to do yours. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was just like, that's got to be great
Yeah,
community.
man. So yeah, definitely. So you've been reading the Bible this year. Is that what's going on with you? Are you're getting religious or
Yes,
just
I
wanting
am.
to learn? Okay,
No,
tell.
I think I am getting full on right now with it.
Wow, you're getting full on. You're getting a hard on for Jesus. I love it.
No, that's sinful, brother.
For Mary, for Mary. No,
But
I'm just
yeah,
kidding.
yeah, I think obviously there's a bit of a trend of that coming back around, right?
Right, maybe. I don't know. I was listening to Joe Rogan. He had that fucking Jesus person on, and then today I saw he's got Mel Gibson. So I was like, are these connected? But I don't know. But yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. I mean, it's
It's because
interesting.
of did you watch that podcast? The Christian, the Wesley
I
Huff?
did like I was watching it, but like it was like at the same time I was like on my couch going to sleep. So again.
Did you
I,
catch the
wa- I
part where? Did you catch the part that he's got there because of Billy Carson?
Yeah, 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 at the start, yeah. Billy
Yeah,
Carson, like from my understanding, he's like another guy that understands stuff. He's like the ancient civilization guy or something. I don't know.
yeah,
I never heard of him before that, but they started talking about it and like yeah, and
yeah.
they're like saying stuff.
He was on Joe Rogan and he was on Andrew Schultz, but he's been like
Billy
saying
Carson.
like yeah, yeah, he's been saying like that some of the stuff is fake and whatnot, and
What
Wesley like
stuff?
Jesus stuff, Bible stuff, kind
Oh,
of like mocking the religion and whatnot, and and then he did that debate with the guy who's like really an expert in all the studies and whatever he showed, like had the papers, and so now it came off like he's like Billy Carson comes off like a con man in a way because he won't like admit to it. He showed up at like one of the guys' house at 2 a.m. to like with lawyers, like lawyer stuff, he, like he's worried about his reputation so much. But what's it called? The whole thing is like in a bigger picture. I think it's coming back around from like that all. With that trend of like spirituality of like new age they call it,
hmm. Hmm.
so I think that's
That
coming
is
back.
that's
Like
interesting.
that was
Yeah,
big.
yes.
That's what I was into for most of the time, was like meditating and whatnot, but I don't know, at the same time I don't know how much it was helping and but also not helping, you know what I mean?
But they could be, but yeah, maybe, yeah. But they could be both. No, doesn't like even Christianity like preach like prayer and meditation. So, I mean, but the meditating doesn't necessarily have to be like, like you could pray about something, then you could like sit there and have quiet time and meditate. And so, even religion, they talk about meditation in all these religions. And
Yeah, I'm not really
but
sure exactly what they say. I've heard someone say that in Christianity, I think you're supposed to meditate on like the Bible, on like things, not like I don't. I think, but I don't know. I'm probably making this up, but I think it's something I read. But that you're supposed to just yeah, not waste time, basically. Be
mm,
diligent, for focus on the truth, and that's the point, sort of.
nice, that's cool. So yeah, you've been reading the Bible.
Yeah, I started to read a little bit,
So
trying to a
sweet.
little each morning, so that's also helping with uh, motivating me because it's got like principles, not just like stories. Because I couldn't focus on that. It's like I read some principles and try to think about it. Like I've been reading about righteousness and yeah, money, family, truth, lying.
What, what, what kind of Bible do you have? So what,
I think it's a King James version,
mhm.
but I think it's not the best one, but it's all right for now.
I had that one. I tried to like read it cover to cover when I was like having sleep issues back in the day, but it was like a very tiny one, like one of those mini ones.
Yeah,
It's like so hard to read, so small. But yeah, I kind of feel you, bro. I've been like, yesterday I was listening to a podcast. This comedian guy, like Shane Smith or something. He's like this fully like his face is tatted guy, and like he was like talking about all that stuff you're talking about. Like he tried to like just chase women or do whatever the fuck he wanted, and he said he was like yeah money and was all this and like was not happy and like was almost thinking about ending it, and then he got into like Catholicism and all that stuff, and he's like happy and he looks different, he looks happy. So and yeah, so I mean, you see, I hear fucking Russell Brand. He was the guy that was like always like meditating, la la la, and now he's like all Christianity and all this stuff. And I wonder,
there you go.
but at the same time, who knows? But yeah, I definitely myself would be even more maybe interested. Like I listen to these like apps sometimes about like prayer and stuff like that, and like talk about the Bible. So they got like this other like this Catholic, like it's called like Great Adventure Bible. So I think it's like almost like you read in sections, and then there's the app to like go along with it. So if I do it, I would maybe even consider that to like understand what I just read, because a lot of times it's just like, oh, and this happened, and I'm like, what the, I just like read stuff, but like I don't know what I just read something, I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's why I'm only reading like literally like in the middle right now or somewhere like where I could understand some stuff, you know?
Yeah, but like yeah, like I don't know. I feel like when I think about religion, I don't even think like, oh, like, it might not be bullshit, because I mean, like you said, there's smart people that have been on Joe Rogan and talking about it, and like even like I think there was like interview with the guy with the world's highest IQ, and he was like talking about like there's a God, and he's like God made someone like in his creation, right? So like someone that would like almost look like us maybe or something. I don't know. And in reality, we know so little. Like, and I've been on this earth for so small amount of time, and like Earth has been around for so long, and the universe has been so long, and like to be able to like, at this point, like most people believe in aliens, so be like aliens are real, and there's like these people and these fucking spaceships and like these galaxies, and that could be real, but like 2,000 years ago, a guy could perform miracles and walk on water. That's impossible. Like it's like if aliens can be real and fucking travel through like different planets and dimensions, and like that, to me at this point is like it's not too far fetched to think that there was a guy alive that was named Jesus Christ, and he could walk on water and turn water to wine and hanged out with hookers and had good times. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my boy Jesus.
I agree. I agree. Yeah. It's it's wild. Yeah, it's that's also one of the reasons. There's a bunch of reasons that leads me to it in a way. Like that Nephilim Squad podcast. Most of their podcast is like they have people on who know the Bible, and they talk about like uh, the Bible, and it kind of they talk about what's going to happen. It's basically like in a way like it's telling what's going on right now, and they talk about the aliens. They talk about um, all the stuff that's going on. So it's like you want to grasp onto like some truth. It feels like, and it sounds right. And also a big reason, like you said, that what's that Shane Smith? You said, or who was it?
Mm-hmm.
Who was that person?
I think that's his name. I don't know. I changed some.
Yeah, with like women and stuff. Like for me, lust has gotten me in trouble. Um, so, and I was like, you know, literally, I think that's, yeah, I don't know how to put it into words, but that made me seek probably Jesus a little bit because,
Ah,
it's like, it's distracting. It's what's like the real purpose. I'm trying to get to that instead of like, I don't have time to make mistakes. You know what I mean?
I could definitely relate. For me, it's like, like drinking, drugs, all that. That could be like, let's say, like an addiction. And like now that I like really don't drink or do drugs and stuff, and I've been sober for this amount of time, it's like behaviors can be addictive. Like we're talking about, like chasing women, that became like a problem for me. Like I fucking go to the grocery store and I have to approach like three chicks, or I see this and it's so much, and it gets to the point where it's like almost becomes like creepy, like you see a chick in the parking lot, you're like waving at her by her car, and it's like, and then like, so like I feel like for me it's like I honestly would want to like do more like how that Shane Smith guy said, like do the Bible stuff, read it, and maybe not like chase pleasure and lust, and like see if I'm happier. Because there's been times in my life where I haven't chased it, and I was just like, yeah, like maybe even like teenager, like late teenage years, and I was completely happy, like happy. So like I feel like there's definitely a lot of good truth in it,
Like it's
and
different when you're a kid, right? Like you can see girls and you're like, she's pretty, and you kind of love it, but you're not obsessing, right?
yeah, for me it got to the point where like I don't know what happened. It was like I would almost be like, what if I'm missing out on the love of my life and I have to like talk to all these bitches And then our chicks, and then if I don't, it's so weird. I'm like, oh my god, I regret it. What if she was the one? And then I do like, and then sometimes I do it. It's like whatever. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But then like sometimes I get to like cross over into the line where I'm like just doing it too much and it becomes creepy. And I don't want to be known. I don't want to be that creepy guy, bro. Like you don't want to be a fucking creepy, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like so yeah, it's definitely we're human beings, but definitely something to like try to like strive to be and learn, you know, like I talk about
Yeah.
like, you know, it'd be nice to just date a girl and not hook up right away, but like if I get the opportunity to smash, put me in that situation. I don't normally say no. uh, oh my
Yeah.
god.
It's definitely stuff to figure out, I feel like. And our generation was so like pleasure based that it's like weird to like try to, like now
Yeah.
change course.
No, I feel, yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but like if that's all you're seeking, like that Shane Smith guy's talking about, like you shouldn't just look to make yourself happy. You should look to like give yourself to others and be of service and like
You
just
know what
stuff that
fucked me up?
sounds good. Hmm.
Yesterday I sent you that podcast with that guy who has more two wives or whatever, the
Yeah, I didn't
polygyny
listen
stuff.
to that one because I was listening to the other one you sent me about some aliens and gurus, and you sent me three of them at once. I couldn't get to all three of them, but yeah, I've listened to that guy, the guy with the two eyes. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the guy, what fucked me up was like he's like about like hooking up and stuff randomly. He's like, when you think about it, you're messing with with the person who's gonna marry that person. You know when, because like the girl, you're always thinking about what the girl's past was. You know what I mean?
Mm, yeah,
So it's like that fucked me up a little bit. It was like,
right.
you're right.
She's supposed to be getting married, and here she's thinking about big dick Valesha and what could have been. What's the
Yeah,
puppet shark up to? She's out.
entertainment.
She's walking down the aisle, and she's like, "Remember that guy with the shark tattoo? He was fun. He
Well,
was a good
I'm
time."
I'm gonna be polygamous, so I can accept now multiple wives.
I love. I do just so when you start like if when you're talking, I'm gonna have to end this thing soon because I got therapy. Like
Yeah,
for
yeah. How many minutes you got?
I
Been
don't know.
going for a minute.
Honestly, I'm just gonna end it when my therapist starts calling me. So let's just go till then. If that's
Okay,
cool.
it's fine with
Or do
me.
you want to like end it like ceremoniously? Yeah, we were started at like 2:30ish. We're gonna last a little longer, or like three, but whatever. Um. Oh, so when you start dating chicks, do you just tell them like right away? Like you're like when they ask what you're looking for, do you tell them like polygamy?
I've been
Do you let them
literally
know like right
working.
out the bat? Like I want to polygamy. Like on the dating apps? Are you on the dating apps? Do you have
Yeah, I'm on
polygamy?
Bumble. I'm
Do you
on
have
Bumble,
polygamy? Do you have
and
polygamy as what you're looking for?
I put
Savage.
Christian polygamy. I'm
I
interested in.
love it. Oh my god. You must
Well, I
have
can't really.
you must
I
attract some
know.
baddies. You must attract some baddies with that type of profile.
No, they're like, no.
I would like polygamy, but I just know these bitches aren't gonna go for it, so I tell them I'm monogamous and I'm looking for a long-term relationship. I gotta tell them what they want to hear, bro.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't like doing like small talk, so I literally write it like some business mission statement. It's like, you know what
Oh,
I
in
mean?
your
I've been
bio,
working on,
in your
yeah,
bio.
yeah. Like for a while, it was like
Savage.
almost like a quote of what I'm doing. Then now, like it turned to I'm interested into Christian polygyny, or I'm looking into it. I'm learning about it because I don't wanna. It's like I rather filter it out, even though it might not even be one person on there. So
Two
fuck
wives,
it.
and these wives are gonna be living together.
I don't know how many, but it's not about that. It's more
And
about building a family and building wealth, and yeah, that's about it.
But so you'd be like Christian polygamy, so that would mean like you could have two wives, but you're like faithful to those two. You're not having side bitches. Is that what it is? Or
Yeah, definitely. I
that's
would
what it
not
is?
be entertaining anything else.
Yeah. Um Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, whenever. Go
it's gonna be
ahead.
hard to, I started to joke around with my family about it, and they're like giving me the like, this is the we're not in Middle East or something, you know, like you
I love
weirdo,
it.
what do you?
I
But
love it. I love
I
it.
I
Follow
gotta
your
start
intuition.
being honest.
Yeah.
Like I never
But
wanted to get married, and now I do, so it's like it makes sense.
dude, all I ever wanted was hooking up with chicks. I never wanted a relationship. I only wanted one night stands, and then that changed for me like a year or two ago. So yeah,
Really?
I think changing. I mean, dude, if you're not changing, bro, it's like fucking kind of like something might be wrong with you. I think we're supposed to be changing, and our passions are supposed to change, and what we want in life is supposed to change, and you know, you
Are
still
you
wanted
looking
the
for a
same.
wife? You have filters?
Uh, I, I don't have that like set up. Like I have it set up as like I think I'm monogamous and looking for a long term relationship. I definitely would want to get married one day, but I'm not like super like I need a wife right now, because I feel like I don't know, like for me, like I was saying, I don't want to come from that like needy side or like almost like lack or creepy side where it's like you're like too anxious to get it. Because that could happen to me. So I think like maybe for me it's best like I said, like I'm just gonna stop chasing bitches and the right one's gonna show up. But I gotta go on that note. I love this party and let's do it again.
All right, thanks for your time, bro.
Bye.
Excited for you. Catch you later. Two Dime Podcast.
Bye.
Bye. All right.